President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received the credentials of 23 new ambassadors to Egypt. The new ambassadors were from Hungary, Japan, Pakistan, Angola, Guinea, New Zealand, Poland, India, Denmark, Colombia, Belarus, the United Kingdom, Norway, Vietnam, Ireland, Georgia, the United Arab Emirates, Spain, Italy, Liberia, Luxembourg, Nicaragua and San Marino. The presidential spokesman said that the president welcomed the new ambassadors, saying that Egypt appreciates the distinguished relations with their countries and is keen on consolidating the bilateral cooperation in various fields. The head of state also wished the ambassadors success in fulfilling their diplomatic missions.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on Monday evening inspected the final arrangements and preparations for the official opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum. The official opening is scheduled on Saturday of November 1st. The Prime Minister was accompanied by Dr. Ahmed, the CEO of the Museum Authority, and Mr. Mohammed Al-Saadi, board member of the United Media Services Company and General Supervisor of the GEM opening ceremony. Madbouli emphasized his keenness to conduct this night tour to ensure that all preparations for the grand celebration are fully completed. He said that there are directives from President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to continue cooperation and coordination between the relevant authorities to ensure an opening ceremony benefiting Egypt's stature, reflecting its leadership in the field of museums and the global culture, and contribution to the country's tourism promotion.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulati conducted phone calls with France's Minister of Europe and Foreign Affairs Jean-Noel Barrot, Greece's Minister of Foreign Affairs Georgios Gerapeteritis, Saudi Minister of Foreign Affairs Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud, and Jordanian Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates Ayman Safadi.
The top diplomats discussed the developments in the Middle East, most notably the unfolding conditions in the occupied Palestinian territories and the humanitarian suffering in Sudan.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulati on Monday asserted the necessity of building on the outcome of the historical Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit, meeting the aspirations of the Palestinian people in having their own independent state. The minister made these remarks as he held a quadruple phone call with his counterparts from France to Greece, Saudi Arabia and Jordan in the framework of Egypt's intensified diplomatic efforts for enhancing regional and international coordination regarding Arab issues. Phone calls focused on the developments of the Palestinian cause and the efforts exerted for cementing a recently sealed Gaza ceasefire deal, with Abdulati stressing the necessity of starting the implementation of its second phase and launching post-war recovery and reconstruction across devastated strips. Preparations for Gaza's early recovery and reconstruction conference, due to be hosted by Egypt next month, also featured prominently at the meeting, being a pivotal step for uniting international efforts in supporting of the Palestinian people along a comprehensive Arab-Islamic plan to post-war recovery in the Palestinian territory. The top diplomats also discussed the dangerous escalation in Sudan, particularly Al-Fasher city, pressing the concentrated international and regional efforts to hammer out a ceasefire agreement for the African state, allowing a double the volume of humanitarian aid to the conflict-stricken areas, building on the outcome of a four-way meeting held in Washington with the preparation of Egypt to the end.
Egypt welcomed the signing of the U.S.-supervised ceasefire deal between Thailand and Cambodia on the sidelines of the ongoing ASEAN meeting in the Malaysian capital Kuala Lumpur. A statement by the Foreign and Migration Ministry stressed the importance of the step in enhancing regional security, stability and cooperation. The statement cherished U.S. President Donald Trump's staunch efforts for hammering out the agreements to end the disputes across the globe by peaceful means. Egypt asserted the necessity of adopting the diplomatic solutions and launching dialogue to solve all the disagreements, reiterating its support for all the peaceful initiatives.
Chief of the Muslim Elders Council, Al-Azhar Grand Imam Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tayyib on Monday said that Al-Azhar deeply appreciates the Italians' support for Palestinian legitimate rights through thronging in mass rallies to protest the killings, deportation, starving and genocidal acts against innocents in Gaza for 2 years. The Grand Imam made these remarks in a meeting with Italian President Sergio Mattarella on the sidelines of his participation in the Global Forum for Peace in Rome, hoping that Italy joins other fair countries who recently recognized Palestine being a prime step for the establishment of an independent Palestinian state with eastern Al-Quds city as its capital. Sheikh Al-Tayyib noted that Al-Azhar is meant to spread peace, the main message of Islam, which efforts being crowned with the signing of the Humane Fraternity document with late Pope Francis of the Vatican in 2019. The League of Arab States issued a statement on Monday strongly condemning the Israeli illegal settler assaults on Palestinian territories during the olive harvest season in the occupied West Bank. The League cited an escalation in the occupation forces' aggression through storming into cities, villages and camps, in addition to banning farmers from reaching to their lands, destroying and seizing their property as part of their systematic plans to impose a new reality and expand their settlement activities. The statement denounced the occupation forces' crackdown on a campaign of foreign activists who stood in solidarity with the West Bank residents and documented the illegal settler crimes against them. The League said such acts are a blatant violation of the international laws and called on the international community to shoulder its historical and ethical responsibility to halt their crimes, bring perpetrators punishable, and provide protection to Palestinians.
Egypt's stock market indices fluctuated in the trading session amid selling and purchasing operations by the investors on both directions. The benchmark EGX 30 index gained 0.16% to close at 38,162.01 points. The EGX 70 index for the small and medium businesses lost 0.12%, while the broader EGX 100 index also lost 0.18% at the closure. The market capitalization gained £2 billion to close at £2,766 billion amid transactions of about £31.2 billion.